volume so that people can hear us. Remember that you need to make sure that you speak clearly. We'll leave it up a little bit.
I wanted to name it Adventures of
You gotta talk louder.
I want to name it Adventures of Moon now.
No. Alright.
Okay, the name it this.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. So,
Get off there, ladybug.
greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. We appreciate you coming by.
And soon we will be starting Rockhaven Homestead.
That doesn't have anything to do with this, though.
Just bring it up.
Alright. So, we have today, we're back with the Misadventures in the Southern Kingdom. Misadventures in the Southern Colony, or otherwise known as the Adventures of Moon the Kitsune. Now, first off, our disclaimer. This is not an adult podcast. There will be no adult language.
Unless you say it.
So, there is no parental discretion advised. Anybody can watch this, or at least no language that I feel is adult. If you want to continue our announcements, you can support us on Patreon. The Inn of Planar Crossroads has a Patreon going, and there are different tiers available. So if you want to get in on that, you can. The different tiers offer different rewards. So there you go. Like I said, this is going to be the third session, I believe it is.
No, it's probably the fourth or fifth.
No, you've only had it. It's the third time we've played. It's the fourth time we've recorded, because you had we had a session 0 where you made your person. So this is the third time we've recorded an actual game session. So let me see.
And if you're living around here, ladybugs are probably swarming your house like our house.
Probably not for them. Okay. So, let me see. The next announcement is our next subscriber appreciation video is going to, our next subscriber appreciation one-shot will be at 200. And we're not too far off of it. We've got 130-ish right now. So, we can, I believe it's 130. I'll make sure while I'm on this with everybody. How about that? But when we hit 200... we're going to be doing Colin will be running a one-shot for everyone. Well, for a certain amount of people. Everyone can watch it. Yeah, we're at 132 subscribers right now. But anybody can watch it. It's going to be a really fun one. He's got a fun idea in there for everybody to play. So, everybody to try and get in on. So go ahead and decide what you want to do about that.
Yeah?
Let me see. Next, the monthly giveaway that we're having this month is a Vivek Pop Vinyl from the Morrowind game. So if you want to get one of those, you have to be of our giant tier. We're giving one away now, and then later on in the year we'll give another away. But the Vivek statuette will be there. It's a vinyl pop statuette. So, it's one of those fun, cute ones. And if you want to get it, you need to be of our giant tier or higher. So, you can check that out on our Patreon.
What is a giant tier?
It's a tier of support in Patreon. $10 a month.
Why red?
So,
Lips very red.
I think that's everything. So, let's go ahead and get in the game.
Yeah.
So last time if everybody remembers, we were at Crosstown. Crosstown is basically the Crossroads town.
Yes, and I got what I needed there, unless I need more stuff from there.
Well, you've still got plenty of money, but you've got your sword, and you bought... I think a little armor. Yeah, you bought some padded armor. Some deep purple padded armor.
Yes, deep purple means very dark.
Yes. So, he looks a little different than what you see on the screen after I edit it in there. But that's about what he looks like. First off, it's important to remember that he is supposedly going to go and check a area out. Let me get it over here.
Yay, I get my own little paper map.
Yes, he's looking at the map right now.
What?
So, he's at Crossroads, and he checked out Gregory's weapon rack and Half-Man Outfitters for both of the things he needed. And now he needs to go to the Golden Grain Tavern, because after getting his hand healed last time, he was informed by a priestess of Sarenrae, who did the healing, that there may be some work for someone that was looking for it at the Golden Grain Tavern. So,
Can I go kill the spiders now?
I haven't told you anything about what you're going to be having to do. So,
Probably spiders, because I saw spiders in that book.
just because you saw it in the book doesn't mean that's what it is.
Or old armor pieces that are enchanted and may attack me. Or giant hidden things like skeletons, zombies, mummies.
You'll find out when you go. So, here's what we need to do. We need to let you figure out what you're going to do for it. Now, you said you wanted to go ahead and go there, right? You still got
Yes.
enough time in the day. It's still not even...
It's almost sunset.
No. It's not even lunch yet. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is that even open?
The tavern.
The tavern even open?
The tavern is open because it serves breakfast. In olden times, taverns might be open early for breakfast. It's like saying restaurant to us now. Is how it kind of ends up being. So, there is that. Anyway, do you want to go to the tavern?
Yes, please. I think that was the ladybug that just died.
So, you head to the tavern, and go to the Golden Grain Tavern. It's a wooden building, 2 stories, with a very small 3rd story at the back. Probably, you think, where the owner would stay.
Yeah, probably.
And you're standing out front of it. It's, like I said, a wooden structure. It has a little shingle outside that says Golden Grain Tavern. It has a spriggan of... not a spriggan. A few shoots of grain, like 3 shoots of grain, in a circle, and it's got gold leaf on it.
That's why it's called that, right?
It's the Golden Grain Tavern.
That's why it's called that, because there's golden grains right there?
Mm-hmm. So,
wait.
You can go in there.
What's hiding?
It seems to be open. A person comes out smelling of early morning brew beer and eggs and bacon. You smell breakfasty type smells wafting from the tavern itself. So, what do you want to do?
I would like some eggs and bacon, please.
Okay, so you want to go in and get some food and then ask about what's going on, or how do you want to do that?
I know I have plenty of money, so I could do the spiders first to get them out of the way.
Again, you don't know what it is. You just know that. Ask him. Yes, you can. Is that what you want to do? Just go in and ask?
Well, yes, please.
Okay. So roll me a perception check.
14.
14, and your perception is, your perception is a +5. So 14 plus 5?
19.
19. So, with a 19, you definitely see someone, come out very quickly. His face is kind of ashen and white and gray, and
like
kind of like he's kind of seen something spooky or freaked him out, and he kind of throws down a piece of parchment onto the ground and says, "I'm not going back in there," and he kind of storms out.
I ask him what's the problem, and I tell him a priestess told me that there was some trouble in the basement.
So you want to try and stop him to talk to him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, roll me a diplomacy check. It's got to be in the box.
I know. 18.
Oh, you're rolling a lot better than last time. 18 plus 6.
24.
24. So 24.
I definitely stop him to do that.
Yeah, he definitely stops and he says, "Oh, I don't know, it's just wanted me to clear something out of a basement, and then it's just horrible beasts, little things and bigger things, and ugh."
Like little goblins?
No, fur, tails, rats type thing.
Mutant rats with sharp not golden teeth?
What? No, boy, just rats. Big ones, though, like the size of a dog. "I'm done with it," he says, and he starts to walk away again.
I'm gonna have to do my sword, get the sword shined and stuff, though. Shut that about that.
Well, you can still work on it. You'll have time. It'll take you a little while to get your sword up to, really good quality and stuff. But you know it can be done.
I find a place to sit, I put it on the table, and I start working on it.
Well, I mean, it's going to take a little work every day to get it doing good and stuff, is what I'm meaning. So you don't have to do it right now. It won't affect anything right this moment.
Well, I see how its quality goes when I bought it.
Like we said before, it's
It's a little rusty.
It needs some tender love and care. The blade itself, is good. It works fine. It would work fine if you were to slice at something. It's got a good edge on it and stuff like that. So that is the case. However, it's not as good as it could be given some care. So if you take work on it every day for a week or two, you're thinking you can get the quality a bit better. You can get back its quality that it had before it was
before it
put
got
off.
Rusty and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that?
So, you can do that at some point. Do you want to go?
I asked him if...
No, he walked off.
No, I walked to the drink or food cellar.
Okay, so you go in and talk to the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you go in and talk to the bartender. It seems to be as you walk in, it's very... Well, it's very much what you would expect from a tavern, like in Skyrim when you go into the into the
Winking Skeever.
No, the one in Whiterun.
The inn.
Mm-hmm. The inn in Whiterun.
With the werewolf guys and stuff.
No, not that one.
A different one.
Yeah, it's if Tommy's listening, he'll definitely be able to put it in the comments. It's the
Well, I'm a fan of Skyrim.
Dancing Mare or something like that. Anyway, it's like that one.
The one that had the boat for a roof?
No, the other one. Anyway.
The pointy roof?
Mm-hmm. It looks a lot like that. It has a lot of...
Wait, the one with
wood.
3 fires in there?
One with 2 fires.
Those big circle
No. It had the main fire in the middle that everybody sat around. And it had a fire that was being cooked on the other side. But that's beside the point. It has a lot of the wood like that. Ivor said, at the bottom of the Throat of the World, also had an inn that would look very reminiscent of this one. This is a tavern, though. This is not just an inn. So they're serving alcohol and different beverages to people.
Kids definitely don't need alcohol.
You're not sure in this setting. Usually, if you can pay for it, you can get it. Is the type of thing that goes in this type of a setting. So that would be.
I get some breakfast before I go down. I can't work on an empty stomach.
Oh, you can't work on an empty stomach. Okay. So we'll say you go up to the barkeep, and you. So you go up to the barkeep, and she says, "Oh, hello, laddie. What'll it be?"
Some eggs and bacon and pancakes, please.
Eggs, bacon, and some sweet cakes. All right, we can do that. Just get that ready for you, huh? And so she does.
So, how much will it be?
It's only it's only a few coppers, so it's not even anything you need to worry about.
So just 1 gold piece?
No, it'd be less than a gold piece.
Do I
It'd
have
be less than silver.
Do I have anything less than silver?
She can make change. We'll take care of that off camera, so that it doesn't bog down the stream.
Okay.
But yeah, you can definitely. I mean, you got money to burn at this point, so you've got plenty to work with. So you are all set. She's got your. She says she sets it down in front of you. Here you go, love. What's it? Mm-hmm.
Why'd she say love?
It's just a term for someone.
Children?
It's like saying darling or dear or stuff like that.
Or here you go, little boy or something.
Yeah, it's basically what she's meaning. She's being nice, is what she's being. All right. So she gives you your food, and you are able to eat. Did you want to order milk or drink or something like that with it?
Milk.
Okay. You're gonna order a milk.
Half a glass of milk.
Okay. So you get your milk, your breakfast, and did you want to sit at the bar, or did you want to sit at a table by yourself or something?
I wanted to sit at the bar.
Okay, so you sit at the bar. She kind of looks you up and down a little bit, and she sees your blade, and she says, well, what's a little lad like you doing carrying around such a sharp knife?
Weapon?
Aye, your weapon.
I bought it.
Oh, well, it's fine. Don't know why a young little man like yourself would need such a thing.
I heard you had trouble in the basements.
Yes, we were looking for an adventurer, or at the very least an exterminator, or something like that, who could come and take care of it for us. Unfortunately, the last man that came in wasn't up to the job.
I saw.
Said he was all good, but then didn't quite live up to the bluster he was putting out. Anyway, I wouldn't think that a young lad like yourself would be interested in taking care of such a problem for us, though.
Yes, I would.
I don't know about that. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, you need to roll me a diplomacy check to persuade her to go ahead.
That's
Go ahead and
chance anyway. 17 plus.
17 plus 6 then.
23.
23. So, she kind of looks at you, and she's like, well, I guess if you want to try it. Now, laddie, don't try and bite off more than you can chew. If you go down there and you find that you can't handle it, that's all right. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. But you finish your breakfast first, and then I'll show you down there.
Okay.
So she lets you finish your breakfast, and
I finish. I pay her. I give her the money.
Okay.
And I ask to the basement.
You have to talk louder where they can hear you.
And I ask where the door to the basement is, because there is a lot of doors in here.
There are. There are several doors. There's even stairs leading up to the second floor that would have rooms in it, as this tavern would function like a tavern and inn. So, she takes you back into the back, and through the kitchen area, you see the rather rotund cook, the rather portly, fat cook. And he's back there.
He's just working around, cooking the eggs and bacon and alcohol, getting the stuff ready, all that.
He's doing all that. She leads you past him, and she leads you to a door at the back of the kitchen, and she kind of opens it up and says, down there, we can't get to our stock for the rest of the food stuffs, because the big old rats are down there, and neither one of us are any good at taking on such large creatures.
And beast.
So, the price that was agreed upon was
about 50, 40, 10.
Well, the poster was for 2 gold pieces a rat.
How many rats are down there?
I don't know.
I'm going down there. Oh, Daddy.
Okay.
And I start walking down the stairs.
Okay, well, she calls after you. But you watch after yourself now. You come straight back up here if you feel like you get overwhelmed.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you close the door.
So the rats don't get up.
Alright. It's very dark in here without that light. What do you want to do?
Isn't there a switch or a little chain I pull to turn on the light?
No, there's nothing like that in this.
Should I... I'll get us... Don't they have little sticks and woods for repairs?
Well, I mean, they have wood up there. If you're looking for light, you know that most of the time in this setting and era, they used either oil lanterns or torches, but most of the time you didn't use a torch in a building. You used it outside or in a dungeon or something. So they have oil lamps or candles.
I asked for an oil lamp when I come back up.
Okay. And she's like, oh, of course.
Borrow one.
Of course, dearie. So sorry about that. And she goes away for a second, comes back with a small oil lamp, and she kind of lights it out of the fire that they're cooking off of. And she's, here you go, dear.
But isn't it an oil lamp?
It is, but you have to light the wick.
Hey, we have one.
We do have one at our house, yes.
It's this red one. That's what I'm fighting.
That's what you're fighting.
Ew, they're ugly and they eat other mice.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Wait a minute, are those alive? I think they
You
are.
don't get to peek at the monsters.
Oh,
All right.
They're babies.
So you... All right. So you go and you're getting down there. You don't... Well, make me a perception check. Because you're actively looking for stuff.
16 plus...
Well, you're definitely rolling better. 16 plus 5.
21?
21. So, you are not very far in when you start to hear
them squeaking and running around.
You start to hear a scratching. And
that sounds more like a dog or a bird or a cat.
well, it's as big as a dog. Because as you come down the stairs, you see at least you see 2 at least rats. Not rats it's just at the edge of your low light vision. Because this little lantern you have doesn't give off a lot of light. So just at the edge of your low light vision, you see the light reflect in two pairs of eyes that turn at you, and their little razor needle-like teeth look at you and go.
And I go down and pull my sword out of its sheath.
So you ready your sword, and they ready to attack you. Roll for initiative.
Okay. 19 plus...
Alright, let me note this down.
Plus...
Oh, do. This music isn't very battle-y. Let me find some. Let me see if we can find some that's... Do. Here we go. This one should work. Alright, so let's get this ready. You rolled a 19.
Plus...
A 19 plus your initiative.
Which is...
I'm looking... is going to be pretty high. Your initiative is a plus 6. So 19 plus 6.
25. Wish we could get 30 or something.
All right. Okay, so the 2 rats hiss at you. But you go first. You've got to jump on them.
I charge slowly while curving to the wall.
You can't charge slowly. That's an oxymoron. They cancel each other out. So you can charge, which is to run forward, and you get a better chance to hit, but you also take negatives to your defenses. You can move forward, which is to just move your speed forward. And you are within space to get them.
I move forward.
Okay, so you move forward. And as you do, they're kind of on, one's on a barrel and one's at the bottom of a barrel, eating in a sack, eating and nibbling on a sack. And these things are at least the size of a dachshund. They're closer to the size of a small dog. So like think need a name. Think like a Labrador retriever. They're like the size of Nita. Big, fat, big like rats, matted fur, and they snarl.
As big as the seat. As big as this seat to here.
Yes, at least. So They don't get to attack of opportunity you, but you go in and you attack them.
12.
12 on the one. Do you want to hit the one on the barrel, or do you want to hit the one by the sack?
Top one.
So the barrel.
And I tried to cut its head off.
Okay, so
and
12.
Take its teeth to make a necklace. And I'm gonna wear its pelt because I want to see.
Okay. So 12 does not hit. You swoosh. You swing at it, and it does not connect. But you.
I get into defense mode if I can.
You can't do defense mode yet. That's going to be more of a Pathfinder 2nd Edition thing that we'll talk about. Oh, that is something we didn't do in the announcements. We wanted to let everybody know that the announcement that we wanted to make about the 2nd Edition, which is coming out for Pathfinder, we are going to be switching to that when it comes out to give it a try. But right now, that's not what we're doing. So there's no like defensive stance or putting up your shield or stuff like that specifically.
I don't have a shield.
Yeah. But I was just saying.
I
So
try
you
and
miss-
put my sword in front of me.
So you miss. Your defense is 18 now. So the one that you were swinging at on the barrel lashes at your face, but you go woo, and move backward.
I do my head like that and let it pass.
All right, so you kind of lean back and let it pass by, and as you do, the other one tries to nip at your heel, but you dodge it effectively. Keep rolling to hit.
I want to hit the backside. When it hits that way, I try to hit the backside of it.
On the one that is...
On the one that's charging me.
The one that's nipping at your heel? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll.
A 15.
15 does hit. So you hit with your katana, or it's mechanically a katana. It's called it's Guardian Blade from the mountain wood.
From the mountain wood, yeah.
So that does, for a small creature, a d6.
Okay.
-1 for your, because your strength is low. So 3 minus
2.
1, 2. You slice into the rat. So, this is the one that bit at you?
It tried to.
Okay. So, it takes 2 damage. As you slice into it, you nick it right on its side and may leave a gash in it. It's like...
It's trying to say curse me, isn't it?
It's hissing at you. So the one on the barrel, seeing you lose focus, tries to snap at you again.
I feel the wind trying
15 to hit does not hit you. So your ear kind of twitches. Your illusory ear twitches as a human, but your fox ear twitches in your real visage, and you kind of hear it coming, and you go, "Whoa," and lean away. And then the other one tries to bite you for gashing it, but misses your leg again as you shift away from it. So it's your turn again.
I kick it.
You want to kick it, or you want to slice it with your katana? I'll let you know that kicking is not your forte.
Katana?
Okay.
Right through this heart.
Stab it with the katana. Okay, try to roll.
A 10.
That's not a 10. That's a 18. No.
It's 10.
Oh, no, you're right. It's a 10. I was looking at my dice funny.
It
So a
wasn't.
10 plus, minus 1 because of your strength. You do not hit it. You try to stab at it, but it misses. So, the one on the barrel tries to jump on you and grab you. It tries to jump off the barrel and grab you.
And grab my face and start chewing at it or something?
Yeah, bite your face.
Nasty little creatures.
Oh. So, what's your CMB? Your CMD, I mean. Your CMD, this thing has a -1 on its CMD, so it rolled an 18. That means it has a 17. Your CMD is a 16. Oh, it grabs your face. It grabs your face. So, yeah.
Don't I have a rat dire?
It's a dire rat. They're both dire rats. All right, so it's got your face. So the one
it's my turn.
That means that the one that's beside it now has a better chance of hitting you. So it's going to try and hit you.
I try and stab it in front of my face.
Well, you can't right now. Uh-oh, it rolled a natural 20. We have to roll to confirm.
Yes.
It does not confirm. It just does damage. But it bites you. So the first thing it does is damage. You take 2 damage.
So 3 from the first time I did it, I took 1 point of damage. So that means 3 points of damage the whole entire game.
So, well, you got healed up, remember?
Oh yeah, so 2 points
of damage. 2
2
points of damage to you. And you need to make me a fortitude save.
Okay. 3.
A 3? All right. So you get it doesn't take effect quickly, but you know that
is it poisonous?
You think it might be icky.
No, it's not that poisonous, I don't think. Well,
it has something called a disease associated with its bite. You're pretty sure that does. Which is not you can roll me a knowledge nature to if you want to know what type of disease it might be.
A 16.
16 and you don't have knowledge nature, but knowledge nature is something you can't really do it untrained, so the best you can get is a 10. But we probably
16.
need to give you that as a story feat.
I got 16 though, not a 10.
I know, but you're not trained in it. We'll probably give you it as a story feat. You haven't put any ranks in it, is what I'm saying. You haven't studied anything about nature, really. Which will probably change in the future.
But I have a 16.
But if you're not trained in a knowledge skill, it is only able to roll a 10. So, you do roll a 10, but that's even a 10 would be enough to know that this creature probably spreads filth fever, which is not something that's good. It does constitution and dexterity damage. So, that would not be good. You need to get that taken care of back at Serenite Temple for sure. Not Serenite, Shalenite Temple.
I try and stab it before it gets off my leg.
Okay, but this is... now we come back to your turn. So...
I try and stab it before it gets off my leg.
You can't stab it right now. The thing's on your face, remember?
Well,
that one's biting... It's grabbing your face. So you need to get out of the grapple.
I try and sneak up behind it.
It's on your face. You can't sneak up behind it.
I mean, beside it.
So you try to get it off your face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're going to need to beat. You're going to need to beat its CMB. I mean, its CMD. Okay. Grab it, man, so you can roll.
Ow, my legs.
Come on. All right. So roll your CMB.
A 13.
13. So you're able to throw it off your face as your action.
I was trying to stab it though.
You use your sword to get it off your face. You can either get it off your face or attack something, but you attack with it. Your attack is not. You're less effective when you attack when you're grappled. So it was important to get it off your face. So you get it off your face, and that actually moves it out of flanking from its buddy. So now you are it's going to try and attack you. Natural 20s. Let's see if it hits a critical. It did critical. Oh no. So it's a D4. Oh, it doesn't do anything on a crit. So it just does max. We'll just say it does max damage. So you take 4 points of damage. You are at 6 points of damage, and you only have 8 hit points. So you have how many hit points left? 8 minus 6.
2.
2. You've got 2 hit points left. So
wait, 4 damage and 3? That makes 7 now.
No. 4 plus 2 does not make 7.
Wait.
So it did 4 damage.
4 to
So what do you want to do?
I try and run back up the stairs to get the thing healed.
Okay, so you try to run back up the stairs? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay.
I told her I could, but if she's there, I told her I could stab it.
Okay, so here's what you can do. Both of them, if you try to run away, will try to attack you. Alternatively, you could do what's called a withdraw action and get out of that without having to worry about that. Is that what you'd like to do instead?
Yes.
Okay, so you try that. You could probably acrobatics, actually. Yeah, you could actually acrobatics out of it.
I could
So why
grab
don't
my
you?
hands on the stairs and then leap myself up.
Where'd you put the dice? Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll? You can roll an acrobatics check to get through that area.
Oh my.
To get through that area without having to take an attack of opportunity.
2.
That's okay because you have a plus 10 to your acrobatics.
So 12.
So 12. That's enough. That's enough to get through that little area. It's not a big deal. So you head back up the stairs. And there you go.
I got a big stab in it.
All right.
Yeah, I got a big stab. Yeah, I got a big stab.
No, you didn't stab it, but you did start to attack them. So you go and you retreat up the stairs, and
I'm not retreating. I'm gonna come right back and kill them.
That's retreating. You're leaving the battle, right?
For now.
Okay. So you're leaving the battle for now.
When they eat, don't they get their energy back up, or doesn't it slow them down because they're getting bigger and fatter?
No. Doesn't work that way.
It does in real life. They get slower when they get fatter.
Okay, so you come back upstairs into the inn, and you aren't looking very good. And she says, "Oh, dearie, are you all right?"
Yes, I got a slice in it.
Oh, so did you get one?
No, but I got a slice in it.
Oh, well, maybe you should go have those taken care of before you...
Go back down there?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want you to go back down there if you didn't want to, dearie.
I'm going back down there. I'm gonna have to get more gear, though.
Okay. I'll tell you what, dear, don't feel like you have to. You just do what you feel like you need to do, alright?
Although you really need to get some light in there.
Well,
Just
that's what the lantern's for, dear.
Like, hang some lanterns up or something.
So she kind of smiles and pats you and ushers you out so that you can go and get that taken care of. Are you going to go to the Shaylinite Temple again?
Yes.
Okay. So you go to Shaylin's Temple, and they see you kind of hobble in, kind of bloodied. You got blood on your padded armor and stuff like that. You don't look too hot. So it's like,
I'm not even wearing that stuff.
You not wearing your armor?
Well, I'm wearing some clothes that are
padded, right? Deep purple clothes that are padded, right?
But not those ninja clothes.
So you're not wearing your armor.
No, I guess.
Okay, then your armor class is lower than I thought it was. It wouldn't have made any difference because they hit you with crits. But that aside, so they heal you back up, and she says, you might want to look into getting some health potions if you're really serious about going out on these adventures. I can sell them to you myself if you wish.
Okay.
We have some here.
How much? 10 gold pieces, 1 gold piece?
Well, let me look at what we have in stock, because I don't want to tell you wrong.
I sit down in the bench by the healing thing.
Okay.
By the lay down healing stone. I sit at the bench that's inside the building.
Okay, and remember that this is that building that had the stained glass that comes up that hits for sunrise, noonday, and sunset. It has stained glass that starts to hit for each, and it's almost to the noonday one.
How did it get there so fast?
Well, it was at 10. Takes a while to walk to places, so you're looking at least 30 minutes, maybe more, that you spent walking to and from places. And then you spent some time eating your lunch, your late breakfast. So.
And I didn't eat my lunch. So.
Hold on, let me get this. So she has a few potions.
How many? 5, 10, 16, maybe 20.
No, I mean you could buy 10 health potions if you wanted to. You got the cash for it.
Like, how much is it?
It's, it would heal you for,
2 points.
She has some Cure Light Wounds potions, that you probably could get.
And some health potions.
It heals a D8. Well, the health potions are cure whatever type of wounds potions.
Yes, and I'll get that.
How many did you want? She says she can sell you them for 30 gold apiece, because you were so generous before. So if you pay 30 gold each, if you bought 10, that'd be 300 gold pieces. Is that what you want to spend?
No, actually, I want to buy, I want to buy, like, 3 health potions.
Clearly.
3 health potions.
3 health potions.
Which means 160. I think.
No, it would mean 90.
90.
3 times... 3 times 3 is 9, and you put a 0 at the end.
So that means 90.
So that'd be 90. So I'll note that on your sheet. HP potions, 1d8 each. And we'll note that later, as far as how much gold you have left. So, you have those now. She sells you those, and that's taken care of. Now, what do you want to do? Is there something different you want to do?
After that, I want to get more gear after that.
Well, what type of gear are you wanting then?
I'm wanting, like, stronger weapons, like far range weapons or something.
So you want to have...
I just want the regular, not the enchanted or something.
So you want, like, a bow and arrow, or a crossbow, or some throwing knives, or what?
Probably throwing knives and bow. Throwing knives, bow are my 2 options I would go for.
I'll tell you right now that the way that Pathfinder works, you'd probably want to go with a bow.
What about throwing knives? Why aren't they one?
Because their damage runs off your strength, and your strength is not very high.
Okay, I'll go for the bow. I'll go to the weaponist man and I'll ask if he has any normal bows.
You'll go to Gregory's weapon rack again?
Yes. I'll ask him if he has any sharp arrows or some good arrows and a bow. It could be any type of bow. It could be a regular bow. It can be a bow, like an orcish bow or something. Just normal bow, orcish bow, something like that. And yes, the orcish bow is off Skyrim.
Mm-hmm. So, you can definitely do that. I was looking on here. See crossbows, dart, javelin, sling, shortcuts, ammunition.
Slingshot.
It's weird.
Isn't there a bow? Slingshot then, maybe?
There's a bow here somewhere. I'm just missing it. Oh, a short bow is a martial weapon.
I'd like a short bow.
So you could get a crossbow.
Crossbow? How?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think ninjas are... I need to see what they're proficient with so that you could know what you're good with.
They're better with throwing knives or bows or crossbows.
Yeah, but your
or slingshots. Slingshots would look good too.
All simple. The kama, the katana, the kusaragama, nunchaku, sai. Short bow. Okay, you're proficient with the short bow. Okay, so you can use a short bow. I thought it would be weird if you weren't. So, how about a short bow? That's going to be 30 gold pieces.
So, I'll get that. I will get that.
And you wanted to have a... He throws in the first bundle of arrows.
How much are the arrows? I mean, like, how many are there on the arrows? Oh, you got burnt in a fire or something. Right there.
No.
What was that from then?
Not burnt.
It's like your
so
skin
you can get arrows for...
One gold piece or 1 silver? 2 silver?
Common
silver?
arrows, 20 of them are a gold piece. So he usually throws 20 in.
I will get 24. I mean, I'll get like I'll get 40. I'll get 50 of them, which means I'll give them 2 gold pieces.
Alright, so I'm just looking at the stuff.
I'll give him 2 gold pieces, which means he'll give me 50 arrows.
He'll give you 40. 20 plus 20.
20 plus 20 is 50.
No, count it up again.
Wait a minute, no, that's 24 plus 24 is 50.
25 plus 25 is 50.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it in your head unless you can do it right. Alright, so short bow. There they are. So it's a D4 for your size category.
It'd actually be a longbow or something to me since I'm 8. Or it'd be my size of bow.
Short bows would be a longbow to you, but it's still a short bow. Its poundage is still a short bow.
So it'd be a little bigger than me, maybe it's as big as me.
It has a ×3 multiplier on its critical, so that's good. It's a 60-foot range, so you can hit people from well far away. And it runs off your dexterity, not off of your...
strength or anything like that.
Right. So your character would be able to use it a bit more effectively.
But I wouldn't... It would be bad if that rat hit me again.
Well, it's bad to get criticals on yourself anyway, so... Yeah. Alright. That's that. You got all that. Are you going to go back and get them again?
Yes.
Okay.
And I prepared my health potions.
Yep, you got your health potions, you got that other stuff. So.
And I'll tell her I got some more gear, some health potions.
One D4.
And I got everything healed.
Small. Okay. I'm not sure if you... I haven't used a bow in a long time, so I'm not sure if you add your dex to it or not. Tommy will tell me in the comments, huh, Tommy? On your bow stuff.
Is
anyway.
Tommy a bow guy? Like a hunter or something?
No, well, yeah. His hunter does have that. But,
wait,
that's
has
aside.
A hunter?
Yes. So, let's get back into this. You got yourself a bow, you went and picked it up, and some health potions.
Yes. Health potions are very important. And stuff like that, what I'm doing.
Okay. So.
Hi, Percy.
You head back there?
Percy. And what do I need to roll? I get down there. Did you know I like how ladybugs? I like ladybugs, but when they get on stuff like glass, I don't like it.
Uh-huh.
And I scrape them because it's entertaining too.
You are right there. You're wanting to go down again, and she's the barkeep woman says, "Now, dearie, really, you don't have to do it. We'll wait for someone else if you don't think you can handle it."
I got my gear, and I got bows, and I got health potion. Well, the gear is the health potion and the bow and arrows.
You need to speak up where they can hear you.
Bow and arrows and gear is what I'm trying to say. Gear.
You are back up to full health. So we'll put that like that. And we'll just keep the same initiative as last time. So are you going to pop the door open again and go down there with the light and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to use the bow, you'll need to hook the lantern to your hip or something like that.
I stay on the stairs.
Okay, so you're about 20...
30, 20, 10...
20 feet from them. They didn't seem to move. They're still eating on their food, the foodstuffs. So they're down there, still eating on the foodstuffs.
They're gonna have to get rid of that food.
Don't know. All right. So is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, please.
All right. So you do. You're going to do a ranged attack. So go ahead and roll. 15, and instead of taking away 1 because you were using your strength, you add 4 because you're using your dex with the bow. 15 plus 4.
19.
19.
I'm so happy.
So, you roll a 19. You definitely hit the rat square with the arrow. Roll your D6, I believe it is.
Yes, it's a
no,
D6.
It's a D4.
Wait, it's D4?
Yeah, your katana is the D6.
Aww.
4 maximum damage.
Yay, I got
So
maximum
4,
damage.
and just for the heck of it, we're going to add your dexterity.
What'd you say?
Just for the heck of it. Just because we want to, we're going to add your dexterity. So, 4 plus 4.
8.
Alright, 8. So you pull back, and you let it loose on the one that's in the, you shoot at the one that is on the barrel, and it goes right into its brain pan. It goes and falls off the barrel.
Head, it takes its teeth and make another one.
The other one sees that and is like, "Why?"
Tree.
And
That's its name, Tree?
no, it runs up and tries to bite you.
I get my katana out and slash it.
Let me see. Ooh, it misses. So it tries to hit you. Now,
Can I slash it?
no. Now,
Yeah.
it's right up on you. So you'll either need to move back 5 feet or it's going to shoot it, or it's going to try to bite you again when you shoot at it.
I'll get back up and close the door.
Well, you're about 15 feet down. The stairs go down about 15 feet.
I'll move back 6 feet.
5 feet is enough.
5 feet, yeah.
5 feet. And then you can shoot without having to worry about it hitting you when you try to shoot it. So go ahead and do that again.
12.
No, that's a 15 again. 15 plus 4.
19.
19. Definitely hits. So let's see how much damage you did to this one. This one already had the gash on its side.
So, what was it?
It's a 1 plus 4 for your dex.
So that means 5.
5 damage. So this one, it tries to jump at you when you're shooting, but you let loose the arrow and it goes straight into the wound that you did before and pierces its heart. And it falls to the ground.
And I want to take its head. Can I take its head and slice its head off and take its teeth?
So, you want to
It's
behead it and show the head to the barkeep?
Yes.
Okay, so you take their
I'll
heads.
take both their heads and show them.
So you take both the heads, you bring them up, and she says, "Oh, yes, it looks like you did it, dearie. That's wonderful. You did, that's a good job. 2 gold apiece for them. Was that all you saw down there?"
Yes. I'll go get do you need any packages up? Because they were chewing on one package.
"Oh no, dear, I think that's enough for now. Why don't you go and rest, eh? You can have a glass of milk on the free. How about that?"
Okay.
So she gives you a glass of fresh raw milk, fresh from the cow, and
Isn't that bad?
no, that's how they drink milk.
Oh,
So
probably because
they took care of that, and you have officially defeated your first set of monsters as Moon the Kitsune.
And that ends this episode.
Yes, that is a good place to stop this episode. So that's what we're going to do. You have defeated 2 dire rats by yourself.
Although I bought some stuff and got some potions.
Yeah, you started to use your, see that your dexterity was your primary statistic at the moment. But,
Can I run and jump on roofs?
oh, by the way, you probably need to get that disease taken care of. So that's
did.
probably, you got your damage taken care of. So you'll probably talk to the Shaylanite
Coyotes.
and see if she can take care of your stuff.
Coyotes.
But that's enough for now. So, all right. I think that's everything.
And
Thank you, travelers, for watching.
Oh, sorry for last
And-
week. Daddy had to do his lesson.
Yeah, last week we didn't play because I was working on my lesson for church.
So,
But this week we played. So, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll get this edited and uploaded. Anything you need to tell the people before we close?
yes, I will be playing with some people 3 months from now.
Oh, yeah, that's something that you guys might look forward to, I guess. If you guys like this game, you can look forward to when we meet up in June with the others from Black Dragon Gaming and Kane, at least, from the other game. They expressed some interest in possibly playing a game of Misadventures in the Southern Colony with Adonijah. So that may happen, depending on how everybody's feeling and stuff like that. It'd be a podcast one like this. Wouldn't be any big deal, but it would be fun.
Yes, in that because it's multiple.
No, we do it in a podcast. But that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Misadventures in the Southern Colony. We'll probably call it Rats in the Basement or something like that. I don't know. You'll know when it's uploaded. Anything like and stuff like that. But anyway,
Now move the chair away. Bye-bye now.
thank you for watching. We hope you had a great day and a great time watching. So, have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.